Good morning, everybody. Let me know if you could hear me. We should be good. My GoXLR just did change my settings a little bit, so it was weird. I'm going to pause that stream. I did test my voice, so hopefully it's all good. Black Jetty wants a 2-hour stream. Probably not going to happen, especially today. I don't know how people stream all day long. Maybe if I had something to do, if I was playing games or something, I could do that. After about an hour, it's pretty draining. John, good morning. Reginald, it's not Father's Day in the UK. I think it's Father's Day. I'm pretty sure it is here in Canada. That's why I'm doing the stream today and not tomorrow, because I'm going to go see my dad. If he's around, I haven't told him. I'm sure he's around, but we'll go for a lunch or something like that. Albert, good morning. Cliff, awesome. You could hear me. Conjoling Tech, how's it going? I've been seeing your videos. It's great that you're uploading now. It's awesome. Joseph, how's it going? So, there hasn't been a whole ton of new Ubiquiti information out lately. We'll talk about a few things today, but it's going to be more of a Q&A. If people have questions about certain things, we'll talk about upcoming videos. I don't have any more jobs that I could do hands-on videos for. Hopefully that comes soon, because I know people really like those. Russell, how's it going? Roberto, Gamers Republic, good morning. Yeah, so Father's Day is tomorrow. My dad may jump in chat. I'm not too sure. He probably doesn't know I'm streaming today because I typically do it on Sundays. So Saturday streams aren't normal for me. This is just something kind of out of the blue. Let's blow up my one screen. We could take a look. Nilly is sleeping right in there. The lighting in this room is so hard to get. I have my lights, like my actual pot lights, they're on full blast right now. And then I have these two Elgato lights just pointed at me. But since it's a little darker outside, it's making the whole room look dark. I guess I could do it within my camera. But I kind of broke something on my camera too, so I have to get that fixed. I may have to buy a new camera. I don't know. Sam, will I talk about the Power Backup Professional? Probably not, because Ubiquiti hasn't said anything about it. The only time we could talk about early access gear is when Ubiquiti posts something about it or when they do a video on it. Trent, how's it going from Indiana? Ooh, we're not going to get into that, but I'm sorry to hear about that. From Sweden, awesome. Wouldn't mind visiting Sweden one day. Tim, how's it going? Hey, what's the best way to get into Protect if you don't want to use a UDM? Would it be a Cloud Key Gen 2? Depends on how many devices you're going to be using. So you could always look at calculator.ui.com. The Cloud Key Gen 2 is good, but it could hold up to 20 HD cameras. If you want to do 4K, you got 7. The NVRs are a good option as well. I have the NVR Pro. I believe Ubiquiti sent it to me. I can't really remember. Let's see. From Haiti, I've been to Dominican. I believe that's on the border. If my geography may be really off, but glad to have you here. I've been trying to get my hands on a Wi-Fi 6 access point for a while. Do you have a way to get a UVC G3 instant after you bought 2 of them? Not really. There's not really, yeah. There are ways, but I'm not going to talk about it on live stream. Question. I don't have a UniFi router. Can I still create multiple networks, or can I only use the default? So you would be doing your networks or your VLANs within whatever firewall or router that you have. Brent, how's it going? George from Greece. You could also get the Dream router if you're wanting to get into UniFi Protect. Says it could only hold up to 4. And I was supposed to do, somebody asked me last live stream to try to put more than 2 cameras or 4 cameras on it. I still haven't got around to it. Alex, how's it going? You guys haven't seen, Alex we did a podcast, vlogcast. I don't really know what it is. It's kind of like an interview, so I'll post that here because I did retweet it. This is Alex's channel. Actually, here I'll just repost the post the video. So we did that last week. It was a fun time. I've been trying to do more. There has been quite a few people who have asked me to be on podcasts and things like that. And I'm more of an introvert. So I haven't really. I've only done 2 or 3 now. But I think I'm going to kind of just, break the boundary a little bit and start doing them. I do stream pretty much every weekend. Usually Sundays. I did miss 2 Sundays ago because I wasn't feeling the best. Cody, last week somebody asked you about podcast. I highly recommend 2.5 Admins, hosted by Alan, dude whose company works for OpenZFS. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do listen. The only podcast I really listen to is Darknet Diaries when I'm driving, because I'm always behind on that. I don't listen to a ton of podcasts. But let me copy that down. I am always looking for new things. Let's just open a notepad to discover. I didn't want to open ++. I thought about the new UDR to try out Protect, but yeah, limited cams, and I don't really have a use using pfSense. Yeah, pfSense is great. I have an issue with my pfSense, and we'll talk about that shortly. I did read about that Tim Hortons scandal thing. I didn't go into too much in depth. I think Crosstalk Solutions posted something. I could care less. I mean, right now, this is a Tim Hortons cup. I had a Tim Hortons coffee this morning, but this is coffee that I made at home. That's in this cup right now. I want to update. I want the UDM Pro SE since I upgraded 1.5 gig. I do have the SE, and it works pretty good. So there's one new device anyway that I have coming. Hopefully it will be here Monday. It's not released in Canada, so I had to buy it through the US. And that is this one right here. And if people are saying there's no stock with Ubiquiti, in the US store anyway, there's been a ton of stock. In Canada, there's still nothing. But we got this access point Wi-Fi 6 extender. It's the exact same thing as the Beacon HD, except it's Wi-Fi 6. So I'll end up doing a video on that. The one downside to this right here, due to chip supply shortages, the U6AP's LED has been limited to white and blue only. So if you had an original Beacon HD, you could do RGB on it and change the color to whatever you want. Michael, how's it going? From Richmond, VA. How do you feel about Protect not having custom recording settings for different type of motion event smart detections, for example, person detection only at night? I thought you could do a schedule. I have to look more into it. UniFi Protect has come a long way since it's come out. So they're just going to keep adding more and more with these AI cameras that they have. The AI cameras are pretty good. I mean, there's going to be some stuff that they definitely need to change, but like, look at all this. Look how much stock they have. Oops, I am in EA. Let's get out of my account right now so we could actually look at things. Speaking of that, if you are looking to buy Ubiquiti gear, use my affiliate link. This is my American one. We'll do this big spiel at the beginning. This is the American affiliate link. And this is the Europe one. It does help out the channel. Which will allow me to do more giveaways. Last week, we gave away some vertical cable stuff. I'm not too sure what the giveaway will be for next month. From Germany, awesome. Does the UDM SE rack unit do the 2.5 gig on the SFP? It does it on the Ethernet or the SFP plus. Ali, how's it going? Yeah, this coffee is getting cold and kind of nasty. Yeah, so this Wi-Fi AP, I'm looking forward to it. I was going to do an updated video on firewall rules, and I probably still will, but I might put in... I did a video not long ago. Actually, I don't know how long ago it was. It was like on UniFi security. So I think it had VLANs in it, or sorry, security. I forget which one it was. pfSense, maybe it's this one. But maybe I'll put everything like, or I don't know what people would want to see, just a firewall video or firewall and threat management, as well as locking down your ports with MAC filtering and things like that. Or if I just do them all separate, we'll have to see. Here, I'll put my head over. Whoops. Whoops. Now I'm messing everything up. I want my camera. There we go. Yeah, it just depends on the SOP that you buy. You want to make sure that it supports 1, 2.55, and 10, or at least 2.5. Jim, how's it going? Good morning. Hi, big fan. I'm a network engineer, and we just started switching over to Keystone patch panels. Have been happier. Yeah, that's awesome. So the Keystone patch panels, I was just on a call a little, or right before this, and the person is just for our home. He's doing the 110. I can't stand 110 anymore. I will not. Well, I mean, I have to work on it sometimes, but I'd rather not. I don't think there's any. There was some G4 bullets that came in this morning, but when I went and looked at it, they were sold out right away. But they have been coming in stock. Like these, I see these on a weekly basis, a couple hundred of them coming in stock. Looks like I'm going to have to invest in one of those. Thanks for confirming. Get another coffee. I'm not having any more coffee today. This is my 3rd or 4th coffee, and I had pre-workout as well, so my heart's going to explode. I have it working on a smaller aggregation switch using the SFP from 10G Tech. I have a couple SFPs from 10G Tech. They're good. Finally got the UDM SE ordered from US and shipped forward to Canada. That's how I do everything from the US that I need here. It does cost more money though. They can hardly keep up, but that's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a bad thing, but it's a good thing because you know that they're a super popular company. One thing I posted on Twitter this morning, it was like, people ask me like, why do I only post Ubiquiti videos? Well, this is why. So this is off of the Aruba video that we did I did yesterday. So the view count is down, and I knew it would be, but then we lost 3 subscribers because of that video. So really, I do know my niche is pretty much all Ubiquiti. People are here mostly for the Ubiquiti, maybe some of the cabling stuff and whatnot. So that video took me a long time to do. It was like a 20-minute video. You see 20 minutes in the video, but it was about 20 minutes. It really takes me hours to do. Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to see what to do because I want to do other videos other than Ubiquiti, but when you see that type of stuff, it's like, why bother? I should only post Ubiquiti. I think I found that cough button. Let me know if you heard. Somebody mentioned that I have it on my Go XLR the other day. Prices on Amazon are crazy. That's right. I usually go up to 1 to 2 So what I do, I have my routine every day, 7 days a week, typically is I wake up, I have a cup of coffee. I'll have pre-workout, go to the gym, come home, have another cup of coffee. Usually nap during the day if I don't have too much going on. It's getting better. They used to have nothing in stock. Yeah, so in the Canadian store, like we haven't had anything. We have this PTZ camera if you want to spend $2,200. Ooh, I gotta shut my window. Can I move it to scene? Just give me a sec. I gotta shut my window. Somebody's doing their lawn. I was just gonna try to. You know what I need to get? I need to get a be right back screen. Nothing wrong with doing other vendors. I think the Aruba stuff was pretty solid as well. I still obviously like Ubiquiti a lot better, but it worked well. It was expensive. Yeah, I don't know. You found the stats in the DPI dashboard and the UTN to be a bit incorrect. I don't really look at that stuff, to be honest with you. How do you order from the US into Canada? Well, I use Shipsy. This is the place. So they will ship this. I think they're out of Markham, Ontario. Oh, you probably couldn't even hear it because I have a noise gate on this mic. But when I am talking, you might have been able to, so whatever. And I don't have the air conditioning on because it's fairly, you could see, what the heck is going on with my screen? There we go. I have something cut off here, like the top's cut off, but it's only 14 degrees Celsius. Have you seen any edge switches come in stock? I need 10 of the 16 XGs. I've seen this morning a ton of the edge router X's came in stock. There has been actually edge router or edge switches coming in stock. Where is it? Wired products. Like, look at all this stuff. They got tons of stock besides, you know, the US IP gear. I do like how they're putting all their in-stock stuff near the top. They don't really actually have any switches in stock right now for that line anyway. Alonzo, how's it going? I saw you in Lawrence System Stream. Lawrence doesn't usually do, they don't usually do streams on Saturdays, or Tom doesn't. Yeah, take care. Have a good day. Late to the party, wasn't expecting a live today. No, well, tomorrow is Father's Day, and I was going to do a live tomorrow, but it's usually at 11 o'clock, and then I have to drive to my dad's, which is an hour away. And I just thought it would be too much. So I figured I'll take the day off tomorrow, go see my dad, do lunch or breakfast or something, come back home, and maybe start recording a video. Thoughts on UI's LTE failover for WAN? I think it works all right. I mean, it could get fairly expensive depending on how much traffic you have go through it. What's nice is you could say just your, you know, staff network goes through it. So if your main WAN goes off and everything's going through your LTE, you could just specify which networks you want to use it. How do you order from the US? I should make a video on it. I'm not going to, but actually, I should be giving you all my referral link though. Let me do that right now. Referrals, here we go. So I use in Canada anyway, I use a site called Shipsy. That's that. So they give you a US address, you ship all your stuff to the US address, they bring it over the border, and then you could either go pick it up if you live near their distribution unit, or you could get it, you know, shipped through Canada Post. So I was going to buy a couple more Edge Router X's this morning, maybe do some more videos on it. I do have an Edge Router X already. I think they're sold out now. But I don't know how much people would want to see that. The Edge line or the Edge router is fairly old. I'm just trying to come up with some new things within Ubiquiti to do because a lot of people want to see that. And I did ask the community and they came up with quite a few suggestions. Let's see, where did I at? Going to have to cancel stream. What other UniFi? Let's see what some people said. Maybe a video on doing backups and recovery for the UniFi, which I haven't probably done that, I don't think. That one's about a WISP. So UXG Pro versus UDM Pro, that's the performance. I don't actually have my UXG Pro anymore. I sold it because I didn't think I would need it, but there is some updates that are coming out that makes me want to buy a UXG Pro again. Setting up NAT, probably not for one of my first videos on this channel was Open NAT for Xbox. I get asked about it every day still, every single day. Okay. Don't be telling people our way of getting stock. You know what? And it really messed me up because I ordered the G4 Doorbell Pro, and a few of you probably already heard this. I ordered the G4 Doorbell Pro. I used Shipsy, but since they only allow you to do one device per address, somebody else ordered it and they canceled my order. So I was supposed to have two G4 Doorbell Pros, one that I ordered and one that Ubiquiti gave me. So the one I ordered, I was going to give it away to the community, but it got canceled. You use the Edge Router or Edge Router 8. Nice. I don't even know where my Edge Router X is. It's sitting somewhere in the basement. We got 61 people here and 18 likes. If you guys want to hit that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. I had something else to talk about. I forget though. What was I going to talk about? Hasn't been a whole lot going on. I mean, jobs, they've all been remote. In-person jobs, I haven't been doing a lot. Like this week, I didn't do too much. This coming week on Tuesday, I already did this whole Wi-Fi deployment for this hotel. Now they need me to go back to run like 4 or 5 cables for these analog phones. So that's, I don't know how much fun that's going to be, but I've got to do that Tuesday. And then the rest of the week is remote work. If you have any more questions though, let me know. One big thing I didn't put into the UniFi Talk video that I just did, which someone did mention in the comments, which was great. Is the UniFi Talk video. It was where we could do a VPN to be able to, yeah, this one right here. UniFi Talk remote setup.
At 6 Tera or...
Okay. So the 911. So for Carrie's Law, you need to make sure that the 911, when you pick up the phone and you dial it, it sends you to the correct address. While doing it this way, currently you cannot specify that. So that's something you need to be aware of. I should have mentioned that, but I didn't. I might actually take that out of this and put it into the description of the video. Are you noticing a dip in YouTube traffic and ads? And I am a little bit right now. I haven't been posting as much as usual, and I've been kind of doing, doing some stuff that I normally wouldn't, like non-UniFi. The best time for YouTube or for YouTubers is December. That's the best time. Edge switch line's great. Yeah, I think it's all right. Yeah, I've worked on quite a bit of it. I had a G4 doorbell in the back or in the basket, went to purchase and it was gone. Uni said they oversold somehow. Maybe that's what happened with mine, but I reached out to my media contact and they said it was because of the two that got shipped to the address, same address. So that is something I would like to do. I reached out to my media contact again, and unfortunately, they're not going to be shipping them to me. They are still EA anyway, but they're very expensive. So those, if you haven't looked in the EA store, they're talking about these data center things. They look interesting as heck, but I can't see myself spending, because they have 2 different models. I'd have to spend about $10,000 Canadian, and it just won't be worth it for me. Oh yeah, so the next video that I'm working on, is this one. So I have these gigabeams, they're 60, is that loading so slow? I've had these gigabeams for probably 7 months, 6, 7 months, something like that. They were supposed to be for a customer. That job got delayed. I don't even know if it's going on anymore. So really, this is just going to be setting up a point-to-point at the side of my house. So they'll be like 50 feet away. But we'll be using the UISP switches and router. I think it'll make for an interesting video. One thing I do say a lot, and I say it wrong and it drives people nuts. I always say USIP and it's UISP. I don't know why I can't get in my head that it's UISP. Kind of crazy. But yeah, ask your questions. We're probably not going to go as long as normal. We've only been going 24 minutes here. Probably go another 10 to 15 minutes. And then C, I do have this Grandstream Wi-Fi access point that I still need to do a video on. What else? I have a couple other things I forget though. I don't think they are. Are they releasing a battery-powered Wi-Fi doorbell that works with Protect? It would be nice, but I doubt it. My favorite videos are the racking and rack cabling and closet organization. Mine too, and I wish I could do more of them, but the thing is we can't because, one, I don't have any of those jobs going on right now, and a lot of the customers don't want me to film anyway. Steven, how's it going from London? Let's see. I finally got back into my Facebook account. That's my granddaughter right there. Or not my granddaughter. That's my first cat, Dolores. She lives with my mom now. So she's taken that on. I have a bunch of people on here just who've added me from YouTube. I don't really care. People could follow me on Facebook. It's more just stupid stuff in my personal life, I guess. Can you make more videos about UniFi Access? So I am the next video on UniFi Access. What was that? The next video was about, I forget what it's going to be about. I just released one the other day, or like last week. UniFi Access. So we're going to just kind of keep building on that. So this was number 2. I think this one was the third part in this is going to be like for policies and stuff like that, and doors and where they could access. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing more on UniFi Access. Hey, I noticed you're streaming. Yes, I'm streaming on a weird day. Have you used any of Ubiquiti's 2.5 gig switches? I was thinking about getting one, but unsure which one for 2 computers. So I have a enterprise switch. I have this switch here. Actually, so they sent me this switch. That one does 2.5. They sent me this one. So this one does up to 10 gigs. The one thing with this switch though, this port right here, like the uplink port, is only 1 gig. And I use this switch right here. These are by far, like the enterprise are by far my favorite switch, just because how the ports line up in just one line. And they have 12 2.5 gig ports on them, which is great. If you buy this switch, it has a lot more. So it has 24 10 gig and then 2 25 gig. How is your Catio? The Catio is good. I guess I could kind of show that, right? Let me see if I could log in here. I was going to put the cats in for the live stream today and then show it off, but yeah. It's super windy outside and a little cold. 2FA. let me just log in here. What the heck? Where's my notifications? There we go. There we go. They love it. They're in the Catio every day for a few hours. I have to clean the lens. The lens got a little bit dirty when we were doing some stuff out there, but we have a couple beds out there that they lay on. Nilly, the small cat, she usually just lays in here, and Mocha will just do whatever. She'll roam around. There's chipmunks. We have baby bunnies that are back here, and she'll just look at them and make little noises at them. Is the UNVR quicker to load streams on your computer than the UDM Pro? I think so. It really depends on how many cameras you have on them. If you're hitting that limit of like 10 cameras, you want to move to the UNVR. Let's see. Wish Ubiquiti's rack was wall mountable and the NVR was not as deep for my rack. Yeah, so a lot of people have said that about the Ubiquiti racks. I wish the Ubiquiti racks were wall mountable as well. I would probably use them. I broke one of the casters, one of the wheels, so I can't even use it properly right now. Enterprise 2.5 works great. Yes, it does. Do you have to use that port as an uplink? You could use whichever port as an uplink. Yeah, you could use one of the 10 gig. Really what that switch is for, you plug it into a 1 gig port, and say this computer has a 10 gig NIC in it. I plug it into the switch, and then I have a Synology NAS. I plug that into one of the 10 gigs as well, and then I'm doing my file transfers between that. Do you ever do gaming streams? I used to stream on Twitch. This was going back a long time. I've thought about it. I just don't think people want to see me play games. I would never do it on this channel. It would just destroy this channel. I tried at one point, maybe. I do have a Twitch account. I don't know if I will stream on it. We'll see. Twitch.tv. What is my account called? Oh no, we got sound going through. So I used to stream. I mean, hopefully I don't have any videos on here. If I do, I'm gonna take them down. Okay, I don't. If you want to follow that channel on Twitch, go ahead. I may or may not stream once in a while playing games. It would be fun. I could play some games and talk about tech, but we'll see. Will Enterprise 2.5 gigabit give my full fiber connection to compatible devices getting hooked up? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It depends on how much load and what's using the bandwidth of the ISP. Yeah, the augmented reality only works on a few of their switches. Anything for outdoor switch to power 2 G4 Pros? You could probably power it with the Flex switch. I use 2 of these right now. So you could get up to 46 watts and what's the G4 Pro? 6 watts. Yeah, you could use that. You could use the Flex switch because these only do 12.5 watts max. Hey VJ, how's it going? Can you have use NVR and NVR Pro at the same time? So you can, but it's going to be on 2 separate controllers. They're working on stacking, but the stacking will only work on the Pros. I don't have any of the air fiber stuff, so I probably won't do that unless I get a job. How did you break one of the wheels? I honestly have no. I was working on it in this room. I was just messing around or cleaning up, and it just snapped. All right, Conjoling. Have a good day. Happy Father's Day. Have a good one. Got some ducks. Oh, you're SO. I'm like, what is SO? Significant other. Got some ducks and we have them in the backyard. That's awesome. Any Ubiquiti camera that you can recommend with a high wide angle? So their best wide angle would be their G4 Bullet or their G4 Pro. Do I have my cameras up still? I think I got rid of them. Yeah, the G4 Pro has the widest angle. That's their 4K camera, one of their most expensive ones. It's been a while since the Flex switches have been in stock. I wonder if they're in stock in Canada. Probably not. Yeah, I haven't seen those come in stock in a while either. No, these are always sold out. It's kind of funny, like in the US, you're getting, or if you're in the US, you're getting cameras, but you're not getting any NVRs. I think you had a few NVRs released, and then we have the Pro NVR and the regular NVR in Canada. Kind of backwards. It will be nice when we see this page completely populated with in stock. I can't wait for that day. Exit that. Couple more things. Yeah, so we'll do UniFi access. We're going to do whatever new comes out with Ubiquiti, we'll be doing. So is there any firmware? There's no new firmware. There is new EA firmware though. So if you go into the EA section, I can't talk about what it is because it's early access, but they're bringing a lot of features to the UXG, to the UDM Pros as well, that I think a lot of people are going to like. Today, the rest of the day, I have to go figure out a suit. I got to go to a black tie event apparently next Saturday. I don't really like dressing up or wearing suits, and it's been years since I did. So that's going to be interesting. And I won't be can't wear my hat to that thing. I do have hair, so that's going to be, maybe I'll show some pictures off on next stream. What is your opinion on Ubiquiti cameras for outdoor use in the middle place, like a lot? I think it's okay. Just make sure it's the right IP rating for outdoors. It's been 2 weeks since I shipped back my RMA back to the UIEU. How long does it take? I'm not really sure. It took me about 2.5 weeks to get my switch back. I don't know. I just buy mine because mine's business related, right? I could buy kind of whatever I want. Just tell her you're trying to look out for the ducks. That's the best thing. I would do a video on Ruckus, but I don't want to pay for it. It's fairly expensive, and unless Ruckus would send me some stuff. Control 4, I don't really get into home automation, but I heard it's decent. I did see somebody just mention something about point to multipoint. I don't know if I do have a video on point to multipoint already. All the like point to point and point to multipoint videos I've done is just like in this office. Michael, thank you for the $10, which turns out to be $13.02 Canadian. Really appreciate it. Money for the 10K switch. Yep, that will take a little while. I would love to try out that switch, but I mean, if I bought it, say I paid $10,000 for those switches and I did a video on it, I might make 20 bucks back or something like that. So, and then I'd have no use for it afterwards. That's the biggest thing. If I had use for it, that would be different. What was that point to point? What do you think about the Wave? I think the Wave is very interesting. I don't do a whole lot of point to multipoint jobs, but I think it is going to be a big deal, and I'll definitely try some out, especially if they send it to me. What else I don't think there's me when I had hair and was young. That's my brother. You've seen Jay in a couple of videos. He's the guy with the tattoos. Oh, here, if you didn't see this is Mocha in the Catio. I'll play that again. I think you could hear the audio from that. Oh no, I don't want it to play other videos. Oh crap. She was making that weird noise that cats make. So that's her. Yeah, the Catio is great. They love it. Somebody sent me a picture of one where you could attach it to a window and they could go back and forth when they want. Oh, it doesn't work with the Ubiquiti switches. I had no idea. I barely use Control 4. I've only seen it a few times. But I think we're going to give this maybe 3 more minutes. So ask your questions and then I am out of here for the day. There was another video Chantel posted. There's me playing my guitar. Let's watch this one. I think it's kind of funny.
Telescope in the daytime. Trying to look at the moon.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Confused as hell. Yeah, it's like I can't see anything. Is it on?
Hilarious.
Is this working?
All right, we're done with that one. I still haven't figured that telescope out either. Let's see. Okay, how do you use the heat mapper on the iPhone? Does it work with the Cloud Key Gen 2? I think they only work with the UDM. I'm pretty sure that's all it works with. Steven, you have a great day as well. Teleport coming to PCs, it's supposed to be. Yes, they already say that it's on Mac. I don't think it is yet though. Have you done any work with Sensi's and Armor? No, I haven't. I haven't actually used OpenSense. I did that 1 or 2 videos on it, and after that, I haven't touched it. Will you do some videos pushing the UDR to the limits? Would be interesting to see how it performs with multi-APs, cameras on gigabit fiber. Maybe. I think Willie Howe just did a video on that, didn't he? I don't really remember. He did a video on the UDR. What was it about? Oh no, I thought he did a limit. No, he just did the box setup. Maybe. I just don't know how much interest there is in a video like that. I guess I could do some testing. Have a good Father's Day with your dad and cats. Yes, I will enjoy the downtime, which probably won't be too much downtime. I'm going to try to get the point-to-point video started. at least a little bit of it done. I don't think I had anything else. Hopefully we see some more Ubiquiti videos and more firmware releases next week. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But anyway, I am going to be out of here. It seems like nobody else has any more questions. So have a good Father's Day and all of that stuff. And I will see you live next weekend. Take care.